During this quarantine, I, like many others, spent the extra time playing and increasing my skills in video games. I played Apex Legends, Titanfall Doom. Titanfall Doom? What the heck is that? Titanfall 2, Among. Oh yeah, and Minecraft. A lot of Minecraft. Minecraft, if you haven't noticed, had a recent resurgence in the video game community, with many people revisiting the game. Minecraft YouTubers, new channels, and titans like PewDiePie have all come back to Minecraft, creating new videos of this amazing game. Seeing this new explosion of content for Minecraft sparked inspiration and creativity, and I started to play Minecraft more regularly. I made a promise to myself to play, grind, and level up in my new survival world because I usually start a new one after a few months of playing. So my journey begins, and I was off mining away in the cave. Oh my god. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. And about less than a year later, I thought I could just show off my world to you guys in post commentary. That's it. That's all I'm gonna. The first location of interest that we have today is the home base. This is basically where my house and my spawn point is. I have many other buildings in this location that have various tasks, which we will view in a second. But it's not my world spawn point actually. It took a trek to get here, probably 2,000 blocks from the world spawn, but I think it's worth it, and it's right on a lake, and that's what I like. Before we look at my house, I just want to say that I am using data packs. Nothing like crazy. One of the data packs just adds a bunch of more mob heads. One for like cows, pigs, sheeps, including all the normal ones. It just adds a variety of new ones. And the second data pack is fast decaying leaves. It's always annoying to have to wait for the tree leaves to decay, and instead of using a flint and steel, this data pack just makes it happen faster. The first stop that we have is my house, my humble abode, if you will. I have some aerial shots that I got from my Elytra and flying with F1 mode on. And once we go inside the house, we have this like nice lobby area that goes to the stairs and my fishing loot area. As you can tell, I'm holding a netherite sword, and I obviously don't need fishing loot anymore, so it's kind of a waste, but I'll probably fix this place up sooner or later. Next, when we walk into the main room, as I call it, we have a dog with a blue collar. His name is Owen with a J, I know. Amazing. I named this dog with a friend at lunch, and he was like, why not just name it Owen? And I'm like, how do you want me to spell it? With a J. So, I think that's cool. Next, we have the bells. Bells are very interesting because they like make this weird sound. It's just music to the ears. Every Minecraft home's got them. The special chest. Basically, this is where I keep all my valuables or rare items. So I've got my chest with all of my Minecraft heads in it. And then I also got one with like all of the music discs. Or at least, I don't have all the music discs, but I'm getting as many as I can. I think I have 10 different variants. So I'm just going to play Strad for the rest of the time we're in the house. In addition to my numerous bells on the wall, I also have got many pillager banners on the wall for my numerous raids and just patrols on the roll. Oh yes, my favorite part, my storage system. So, I'm going to be honest, I have not completed my house fully. In my basement, it is completely empty, except for some chests. Up in the upstairs, or the second floor, there is also completely nothing. And if you go in the attic, it is also not finished. Going on either of my balconies, you can see the beautiful lake I mentioned before. I removed many islands to make it flat and just seamless water. And if you go over to my other balcony, you can see another island that I had to decimate to make it just one single lake. Down below one of my balconies, I have a bee's nest, which doesn't have any more bees, and I also have a farm that fueled my survival in the early days. I have a wall of sugarcane, which is basically my sugarcane farm, and then I also have a precarious ladder in the middle of the lake. Once you make it to the bottom of the ladder, you would find a zombie grinder. This is where I got all of my XP and upgraded my loot at the beginning. Later in the video, I'll show you my new Enderman farm, which is crazy. I actually did not get this designed by myself. I can link the YouTube video in the description. I just really like the style of it with the blackstone and the blackstone bricks, so I just had to put it in my own world. Of course, I named my armor and tools. So first, we have the Blade of God, Smooth as Butter, Chop Chop, Spoon, the Gamer's Fedora for my helmet, the fancy t-shirt, chest plate, the Angel Wings, those are my elytra, them legs, ooh. And then we got the best booties, which they are the best booties. After the zombie grinder, we go to the main grounds where we have a pedestal, which I hope to improve. It's just temporary, of the Ender Dragon egg. I only defeated the Ender Dragon once in this playthrough. Next, we have these two quartz buildings here, one with logs and one that kind of looks like a bank in my eyes. But this is where I keep my villagers. I've got a mending villager, a farming villager, a cartographer, and then another librarian. So this is basically where I get all of my emeralds. I baked this cool 3x3 piston door, and then when you walk in, I tried to keep it nice and clean. This is how I get the villagers down into the base, and I keep them here, and I sell them my crop outputs, and I also sell them whatever I can do to get emeralds, because I need emeralds for my beacons and all that stuff. Once I came out of the villager trading area, I noticed it was nighttime. I would just like to point out that I torch grid my entire base, which is really awesome. I never have to worry about a creeper exploding one of my builds or anything like that. But our next building is this nice, like, cottage-ish theme. It's really cool. This is my potion house, actually. It's where I do all of my brewing. I've got a basement which holds all the necessaries. We've got nether wart and water and all the stuff you would need. After we're done with those two houses, this is my line of farms, you would call it. So I have a cow farm. This is where I get all my steak. It is very noisy. I lowered it for the video, but cows, am I right? Along with my cow farm, I've got a multi-layer farm here. It houses carrots, potatoes, and wheat. It's pretty awesome. With a single click of the button, it takes around, I think, 3 minutes to collect all of them and 3 minutes to replant. So it's pretty efficient. I don't mind it not being fully automatic because this is not my source of food. You may have noticed that I do have Optifine on, which is amazing. I do love my Optifine, but I don't play with shaders, and you guys probably are wondering why. I do have a shader pack installed, which I'll show you right now, but it's pretty awesome that, like... Anyways, the next farm that we have is a pumpkin and melon farm. All it is just observers and pistons breaking the melons and pumpkins when they spawn, and a minecart running underneath them. Next, we have a bamboo farm. Very simple, just an observer with pistons that break them. I also got a bunch of cocoa beans. Instead of using spruce wood, I use jungle wood because the bamboo and the cocoa beans are found in jungle. So basically, it's a cocoa farm and a bamboo farm in one. Now we are completely done with home base. There's nothing really else to do but go into the nether and view the Nether Hub. Once I enter the portal, we have a nice little spawn area with a respawn anchor here. I unfortunately spawned in the basalt deltas, which are my least favorite biome out of the new ones from the Nether update. But I do have a nice little stronghold here, and I have a bunch of cobblestone pathways to all of my other nether portals and points of interest. The first nether portal that we will visit is the Stronghold. This takes me to my ender portal, which then leads me to the end realm. I just like to point out down there was my netherite farm, or not farm, netherite mine. I need to mine for more netherite. I only have a sword and boots. But once we go into this nether portal, it will take us to the Stronghold. What's really cool about this stronghold that I found is that it's completely underwater. So I have a bunch of ideas and cool builds that I will do. Just look at this. It's completely underwater, submerged. It's at like Y level 40, which is really cool. But I can probably drain the ocean and then I can make a really cool build out of this. For my end realms, I have a pretty basic ender, or the main end island. The pillars are pretty close together compared to like some other YouTubers that I watch. I've got only one end gateway because I beat the ender dragon once. Underneath the return portal, I have a little area for killing the wither, and then out like 150 blocks out from the main island, I've got my Enderman Grinder, which is amazing. It gets me from 0 to 30 levels, I think, after 3 killings, if that makes sense. But it's really awesome. Just listen to this. As I turn off the volume of the Endermans, it's pretty small inside my Enderman Grinder. I've got an anvil, I've got a place to dispense all of my extra ender pearls, I've got an enchanted table that goes up to level 30, and then I also got a bunch of extra books. I've got an ender chest, and I also have like a whole double chest full of ender pearls. Finally, heading back through the ender portal, it takes me back to my main hub in the nether. The next portal that we will be visiting is my mining colony. So sad. And in my mining colony, it's, oh my god. I got a jump scare when I was actually recording this while finding this magma cube. He just appeared out of nowhere. He spawned in the nether portal, and then he was transported to the overworld. But in my mining colony, I have a beacon shulker, which houses all of the stuff I need to make a beacon. I now have 3 nether stars. In post-recording, now I have 3 beacons. The beacon is amazing. If you've never mined with a beacon, with haste 2 and efficiency 5 on your pickaxe, do it. It is like cutting through butter with a hot knife. The next portal on our list is my spawn chunks. Though it's just a desert, my spawn chunks are actually over there in that forest. I just need a bunch of sand on a project that I'm working on, which I'll show you in a bit. But my spawn chunks are over there, and one day I will spawn proof, so no mobs will spawn, the entire spawn chunks. And I'm probably going to put a bunch of important farms in there. Right now, I'm just mining sand to get glass, and just like efficiency 5 and a haste 2 with efficiency 5 on a shovel, it's just perfection. The final portal that I have to go through, it does not have a path to it actually, but it's still very important. It is my ocean monument. Currently, as you can see, I'm wrapping this thing entirely with glass. It's a circle with a diameter of 160 blocks, and it's requiring a lot of glass. I've got to destroy like basically the whole desert with some cool aerial shots. The glass goes all the way down to sea level, and then I'm going to drain the ocean and build a guardian farm and make it look pretty. And that's basically what I'm going to do for this guardian farm. And that was my complete survival world. Over there I have a jungle, but this is the end. This is all I've done in my survival world for a year. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will probably do an update video in 6 months, a year. Hopefully I get this guardian farm done by then, but have a great day.